A world once plunged deep in the depths of chaos, liberated by the heroes of Overwatch. Wherever crisis shows, Overwatch follows.
A mysterious figure rises in Overwatch 2, the first that we've seen from Africa since Doomfist back in 2017. I'm proudly here today to present to you Overwatch 2's Clementine. Clementine is a young Ugandan Overwatch hero representing the east side of Africa. Clementine is a concept hero very skillfully created by an artist who goes by the name, well, Clementine.
It's a bit bloody unoriginal if you ask me, but that's just me.
Similarly to Mei in Overwatch 2, Clementine is a character that works with an Overwatch off division. Mei works at Eco Point Antarctica, which is the Antarctic division of Overwatch. Clementine works with an organization called Flood. Flood is an acronym standing for the Fluid Logistics Overwatch off division, which is based in Central Africa. The Flood division of Overwatch 2 is primarily focused on fluid or water-based issues, solving primarily water-based crisis on both ends of the spectrum, that being with floods, tsunamis, and also with droughts and not enough water, especially in those central areas of Africa. Clementine is one of the higher up people working in this organization, a very similar story to Mei Lingzhao. She's a protector of this organization just like her, and she uses her flood gun, which I'll get to in a minute, to help see things through. I've got to take a moment to just appreciate the skillful craft with this design. Look how official that looks like an Overwatch character. You'd just believe that it was if you saw it. It's crazy. This project was also worked alongside another artist, which will be linked in the description, and I'll get to that part after I break down their kit, but we made some skins for this character, which I'll get to in a little bit. I'm going to take you over to this page here, where I'm going to break down Clementine's kit. Let's start out with the most simplistic of all, which is their primary fire. Clementine is equipped with a Flood machine gun, very cleverly named by yours truly, might I add, okay? A 2-round burst machine gun, which can damage enemies directly, heal allies directly, and most importantly, shoot a grounded water aura, healing allies over time. It's sort of like a paint-based gun, which will leave a splodge of healing aura around every single time you shoot. I get an inkling that this might be based on a certain something. Inkling. Splatoon. Hamper Splash is Clementine's secondary fire, which allows her to throw a splash projectile which damages enemies and temporarily slows their movement. This is a very interesting ability because typically, or actually I say typically, I think we only have slowing abilities in the game where it's some sort of knockback applied first, you know? Example, Doomfist Meteor Strike. You get knocked back by the Meteor Strike and then it slows you. I don't think we have anything that directly applies a slowing effect to you other than this grenade right here. We figured with the addition of so many speed-based characters in this game now, it would be great to have an ability that can aid with that. And Overwatch is very known to do that, where they will introduce a character which is specifically made to counter some problematic things in the game. See example, Kiriko.
Hey, it's Kiriko.
I'm going to do the ultimate ability last because I think it's the coolest, so I'm going to move to her ability 1. Dampening Ascend is her movement ability, which allows her to leap into the air and applies a slowing effect once again to all in close proximity. This would be a slowing effect, but it would also be a knockback effect, just like Doomfist Meteor Strike. She would eject herself into the air, a very slight knockback effect to all of those around her, that are enemies of course, and then a slowing effect is applied to them for a few seconds, slowing their gameplay down. Hydronic Flask is Clementine's second ability, which allows her to throw a placeable generator which grants a large area of grounded water aura which heals allies over time. This water aura is the exact same as her primary fire. she can leave a splodge of water aura on the ground, where she shoots, obviously, which will stay there for, I'm imagining, about 10 seconds before it goes away. She can have multiple splodges down, and this generator here is going to allow her to have significantly more splodges on the field at once. I'm saying splodges, there was probably a better word for it than splodges. Think, if you will, scientist zombie healing station, Plants vs Zombies. Okay, you love it. Slip and Slide is Clementine's passive ability. Clementine travels 50% faster when within a grounded water aura. Those water auras that she places from her primary fire and this generator here, that's where she's going to be moving 50% faster, only whilst she's in those splodges. I'm saying splodges again. Her ultimate ability, thankfully, doesn't have anything more to do with splodges, but it does have a very cool name.
Substance redistribution.
Substance redistribution summons a bubble around herself, which absorbs all oncoming projectiles and grows in size with the more that it consumes. Absorbed projectiles are then released in quick succession. This ability is like a combination of Magneto's ultimate from Marvel Rivals, sucking in projectiles, any oncoming damage, and also Genji Deflect. Absorbing projectiles with this ultimate ability doesn't charge a separate projectile like with Magneto's ult. Instead, let me give you an example. A Fire Strike is thrown into it, and then an Ana Nade, and then a Soldier Helix rocket, okay, into the Clementine ultimate. Once the ultimate has ended, which will last about 4 seconds with the bubble, all of the projectiles that she ate will be spat back out in the same order she ate them, but 3 times faster. So she will shoot those in order at the direction she is looking with her crosshair, which I thought was pretty darn cool. No? That's pretty sick. That's their kit broken down. Let's go to the final segment of the video and look at some skins made by Roat Studios. Roat Studios is another very talented artist I've had on this channel for many years now, and they decided that they wanted to collaborate with this video to make some separate skins for this character. They went ahead and recolored the very original skin 4 times for the rare skins, which I'd argue are some of my favorites. I really like the recolors very much. They're pretty darn cool. I'm gonna have them cycling next to me or behind me. I don't know. I'm just green screened here. I don't know what's going on. Me personally, I'm partial to the black one. I think it's personally the most pleasant to look at. Now we move to the 2 epic skins. 2 very varying, very different epic skins. Let's have a look. The Ice Water skin for Clementine, sort of like a combination of May and Clementine. How about that? It all loops back around here. This is an icy themed skin for Clementine. I think it's very fitting. It's very different considering they are an African hero, so they're probably primarily based in Africa. So maybe this is what they would be like if there was an emergency on the other side of the world. We have then the most clowner thumbs up approved skin on the entire list, the second epic here, the Crowned Crane Uganda flag themed skin. Look at this glory. She's not German, okay? She's not German. This is a Ugandan flag themed skin. Most people don't even know what the Ugandan flag looks like, okay? Let me educate you real quick. I'll put some patriotic stuff in the background for you. The Crowned Crane skin is an absolutely wonderful skin. It's sort of like looks like a Summer Games skin because it's obviously one of those country themed skins. It looks absolutely amazing. I love it. Roat Studios decided to make 4 legendary skins for Clementine, 2 legendary skins and 1 recolor for each one of them. Let's look at the Mami Wata skin. This is a Ugandan goddess themed skin. It looks absolutely amazing. It's very talentedly done. There's also the recolor for this, which is a yellow-white version. Absolutely phenomenal stuff. I'm gonna have the 2 last skins running next to me whilst I give the outro of the video. Guys, this has been a phenomenal collaborational project to work on. I've really enjoyed doing this. I don't know if I'll do something like this again. It obviously is entirely dependent on the reception that I get from you guys. So let me know if you enjoy this sort of stuff, and I'll absolutely be open to doing more for different games as well if you really want. Leave any suggestions you might have down in the comments below. And guys, I've been Clowner. Let's get a huge round of applause to Clementine. I'll leave their links in the description. Absolutely amazing stuff. It's been phenomenal to work with you. Thank you so much for watching, guys. That's been Clementine. I've been clown.er, signing off.